Okay, as you know, day 28 was very brief. Didn't less than a minute of an update for you folks. Um, on day 29, 6/27, 2011, we find out what is going on somewhat. So I'm going to go through the day with you. Ann Fennell is there. She is the attorney who will argue that in penalty phase if Casey is found guilty. Casey is talking to one of the lady attorneys and Cheney Mason with lots of smiles going on. Whatever is going on, she looks very satisfied and happy. And as well now and then she is reading a lot of stuff and the smiles go away. Also found a video from Friday's court hearing where Casey has a fit of some sort. And you can find that, and I will put the website in the description of the video at www.clickordlando.com/video. I think it's a forward slash or backslash. I'm sorry, backslash video backslash 28362472 backslash index dot html. Whatever Casey is reading has stopped the smiles, like I stated. Ann Fennell is sitting next to Casey now. While talking, she had some sort of worried look. Casey really hasn't acknowledged Jose Baez, a website to motion of competence. You can see this at www.wftv.com /PDF /28368878 /detail detail.html. And I will also put that web address in the description of this video. Judge comes into the court about 9:45 a.m. On Saturday, defense filed a motion of competency to proceed. Court ordered 3 psychologists. First saw Casey late Saturday morning to Saturday afternoon. The second, late Saturday night and some on Sunday. And the third on Sunday. Based on the reports, the court finds that Casey is competent to proceed. And Casey does not look happy on that decision to proceed by Judge Perry. Obviously, I think this has a lot to do with her reaction and that she realized the camera was on her on that first video I told you guys about. So, you know, the defense trying to pull out, I guess, all the stops. So the jury returns. Defense witness Yuri Melich, this is the 5th time he's been on the stand. He misspoke about cell phone records on Friday. Roy Kronk's cell phone records were 6/1 from 2008 to 7/1 2008. Did not get phone records from August to December of 2008. He recalled after he left and looked back and checked his records, he did find that he had in fact subpoenaed George's cell phone records. Melich also got Casey's friends' phone records. In general, it is not abnormal to share information with victims of crimes that may not be public. Never deployed cadaver dog on Cindy and George's car. Did not deploy cadaver dog in the Anthony's home. Had Detective Melich come down from the stand and circle on a blown up picture where Kaylee's remains were found and where the Anthony home was located. Casey arrested on 7/16/2008, out on bond late August to October, had electric monitoring bracelet. She was only allowed to go to check-in with the jail and to her attorney's office. Since indictment on October 14th, Casey has been in jail. The State Cross. At no time, he never received a report that George and Cindy's car smelled like a dead body had been in it. Getting the phone records initial use was because of information he was given by Casey about the babysitter kidnapping Kaylee that turned out to be false. Doing this, the phone records, he was unable to find Zanata Gonzalez, and other names that had information about Kaylee being missing, such as Juliette Lewis, Jeffrey Hopkins, and Raquel Farrell. Defense reject. Then the defense witness calls Michael Vincent, this third time he's been on the stand, originally called by the state, asked about a drawing he made at another hearing, and was introduced into evidence as saying they did with Yuri Malich. Defense witness Gerardo Belosi, fourth time on stand, originally called by state, shows a drawing he made at another hearing and moved it into evidence. State cross. Focus of investigation that day was on Casey's car. This is what he was paying attention to and document for Orange County Sheriff's. Defense redirect. They do a 15-minute recess. Witness, defense witness, Deputy Jason Forgy, this is the second time he's been on the stand, originally called by state. Drawing he drew in another court hearing as well as moved into evidence. He does not know who the blue car belongs to, or he did not get the tag number. Training is different than real world. In the real world, you don't usually have another car. It just happened to be near Casey's car just happened to be near another car when it was to be inspected. State cross. Regardless of how many cars were there, he knew the white Pontiac was the car in question. Defense witness Dr. Kenneth Furton, professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry at the Florida International University for 23 years. He gives his educational background. Area of expertise, chemistry and chemicals given off specimens. He has experience in human decomposition. Has never testified as an expert witness in human decomp. Has testified as an expert in forensic chemistry over 24 times. He has a patent. State voir dire for human dog. Accepted as an expert in the area of chemistry and human decomp odor analysis. Items received and reviewed are all records relating to investigators, depositions, photos, reports of Dr. Voss. This point, Casey is looking pretty bored and writing stuff down. Shows a PowerPoint for demonstrative aid on the gas. I'm going to say this wrong. Chromatogram graph, mass spectrometer. He explained the most common chemicals found in the human samples. The table he shows includes studies from state witness Arpad Voss. He provided photos of items of trash, saying that some ingredients are the same as in human decomposition. Fatty acids are in milk products and in human body fat. Fatty acids in this case are not unique to human decomposition. Chloroform can be found in cleaning products, items such as bleach, drinking water, cheeses, and soft drinks. They recess jury until 1:45, and the rest, including the attorneys, of 1:30 because of an issue. They come back. They're arguing about Dr. Funton, whatever his name is, Furton's testimony about chloroform and household products. Short proffer about household products, and then the state proffers. Jury back in. Continued from before recess. Direct. After looking at the 5 chemical compounds, Dr. Voss viewed whether those 5 are chemical compounds of human decomp. His opinion is that those 5 compounds are not unique to human decomposition. State crossed. Asked if there looks like there was bleach on the spare tire cover, answers, it does not appear to be. A combination of things can explain the findings by Oak Ridge Lab. Something was decomposing in the trunk. The question is, what was it? Defense redirect. We do a recess, and Casey Anthony is fiercely taking notes. Continued defense redirect. Jose goes through trash with witness and making a smart-ass remark no one could hear. Saying that the doctor is saying that drying the trash takes the smell away that caused the odor. State recross. If the bag was removed, the majority of the odor should go with it. Nowhere in any of the reports he read did it say the trash bag was giving off an odor similar to human decomposition. Defense witness Sergeant John Allen, and he was questioned by Ann Fennell. Sergeant with Orange County Police Office, been with Orange County since 1981, supervising sergeant in the case. Items to identify: 2 videos from James Hoover and one other video from James Hoover. Received the 2 videos on 12/18/2008 when he was interviewed in a Publix parking lot. Received 1 video on 1/7/2009 at law office Bill Schaefer when he was interviewed with his attorney John Ligori. He had them transferred to compact CDs. State Cross. Dominic Casey originally worked for Jose Baez and then for George and Cindy Anthony. Dominic Casey worked for Baez from July 2008 to early October 2008. Dominic Casey worked for George and Anthony from November 2008 to in question. Stated there was some argument over Dominic not getting paid by Baez. Dominic would email information to him about a live Kaylee and original suspect, Zanny the Nanny. James Hoover came to his attention because Hoover was trying to sell the videos to the National Enquirer. Defense redirect. Defense witness James Hoover. Baez does the questioning. This was great. He's a licensed private investigator. First got involved in the case in July 2008. In the capacity of a citizen provided private investigative services beginning of August, end of July to George and Cindy Anthony. Introduced himself to George and volunteered his service, and George accepted. At first, just kept people away who were harassing the Anthonys, meaning the protesters. Helped follow up on tips with Dominic Casey. On 11/15/2008, met with Dominic Casey at Dominic Casey's office. Left office, was supposed to provide security at a meet and greet with Cindy and George Anthony. Got detoured and went to Suburban Drive and proceeded to look for Kaylee. Kaylee was supposed to be in the wooded area, deceased. Videotaped most of the search. Casey taking more notes and just writing stuff down. At this point, Jose wanted to introduce the videos Hoover took. Hoover only viewed the first 20 seconds to one. State said they do not object to the first 20 seconds, and a sidebar recess. At this point, Casey is talking to a deputy and biting nails. Shows video of Dominic Casey on the phone and on Suburban Drive. Also shows Dominic Casey on the phone in the woods. Also looking around an abandoned house and black plastic bags for Kaylee's remains. Goes through what he and Dominic Casey, explaining what's going on in the video. 11/16/2008, next day, where they went back to search again. This point, Casey's watching the videos. Impression on face that I got was like, I can't believe they didn't find it, meaning they couldn't find the body. That's the impression I got. I'm not no body expert language, but whatever. Was going to sell photos of searching to Fox News and give the money to Anthony's and Dominic Casey. Did not make any money off the videos. State Cross. He thought he taped over one of the videos from the woods. He was going through tapes with no labels that he thought were blank and found what he had thought had been taped over. He saw water in the woods about 15 feet from road. Second day, clothes didn't get wet, but shoes got very soggy, he said. Defense redirect. Never gave the videos to Baez or never tried to sell the videos to Baez. Asked what he and Dominic were doing in the woods 1 month before Kaylee was found. Answer: looking for Kaylee's remains. Sidebar. Defense witness Dominic Casey and Ann Fennell does the questioning. He's a licensed private investigator and security officer. Been licensed in Florida since March of 2008. October 1st, 2008, employed by George and Cindy Anthony. Was overlapped a bit for a shortly before that. Before that, employed by Baez Law Firm. Terminated relationship with Baez Law Firm on 10/08. Was to follow up tips from tip lines and doing security work.